I'm Mary Lynn Pidcock, President of South Sydney Business Chamber. Well, I've been connected with this area since the 1970s, but more particularly when I moved my business and started to do business in Redfern and became the President of South Sydney Business Chamber in about 2008. And since then, my level of connection and activity has increased a lot. Yeah. Well, where could I begin? I think that the area has changed a lot once the idea was accepted that this was a great place to come. We did a lot of work with the Chamber and the businesses and the city and the Aboriginal Housing Company and the community groups to reposition Redfern as a welcoming place. And that was part of the development of the brand, which was the Welcome Smile. And our message was that this place is very special. It is welcoming, and you are welcome to come and visit and bring your business here and do business here. So it has picked up a lot in the last 10 years, a lot of change. So this is just the latest stage of change and development. And I think the community at a very deep level understands that. If they've been here for a long time, they've lived change. This is a positive change. So what's happening now, as long as it can maintain and respect the existing community, I think will be very welcomed and will be the next positive thing to happen in Redfern. Well, my involvement in the project is really just to be supporting and to give the information about the project to the rest of the business community. So I'm a conduit to that. It's important because development is occurring all around, and it's important for the Aboriginal community to be able to provide housing as they would wish, to whom they wish, on this piece of land which they own. So it is a good project, but projects are difficult to get to the point where they are now. One of the things that I have been very reassured by is the very careful planning and governance of the organisation. This is not just something that they've thought up last week. It has been through many iterations of consultation and review and business planning. And certainly when they were looking for funding, they had to have a lot of understanding of how it would work and what it could generate. So it's important, I think, for the business community to support a project like this, and also the business community around here will benefit from a positive and successful and sustainable development on that piece of land. And so they're part of the motivations. Besides that, I just personally support the idea of an Aboriginal housing company providing housing for their people on their land. It's what we all do in a smaller family situation. We all hope to be able to do that, and so that's what they're doing. It's a worthy project. Oh, where do I start? I think the thing that I love about Redfern is its community. It's a diverse community. It's resilient, it's real, it's authentic. It changes and moves. It sees opportunities for its older and respected people, but also it sees opportunity for its youth, and it wants to move with the times, if you like. It's not a stayed, stuck community. And the other thing I would say about its diversity is it's not that it's tolerated, it's celebrated. Well, I'm very familiar with the Pilwai project and have been briefed and closely associated with its development over the years, particularly since I've been associated with the Business Chamber. I've always supported it. I think it's a wonderful development for that piece of land, so close to our city and so central and important to the heart of Redfern. As we know, Redfern is the heart of the Indigenous community in Sydney. It's very important historically, but also into the future. And so a positive development like the Pemulwuy project will acknowledge the past, and it will underpin the positive future for the people who live there and for the many people we hope who will visit there. Yes, I think the Pemulwuy project will be a very positive thing. It will be, as I said, positive for the people who are there, who have access to the housing, who have their children in the child centre. It'll be very positive for the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community who are developing it. But I think we'll have wider positive impacts. And I hope that the commercial areas will be a central place, a destination for people to come and learn about Redfern. And to come from other parts of Sydney, many people go through Redfern on the railway line, but you'd be surprised how many people have actually never visited here. And I'm sure that they will once this development's up and other developments around it have occurred. Redfern will become a very important destination again. It has been in the past and it will be in the future. And Pemulwuy will contribute to that. Well, I hope I am a friend of Pemulwuy already, not just becoming a friend of Pemulwuy, but for all the positive things that I've spoken about before. This is a good project. It is controlled and owned by the Aboriginal people. It is on their land. It offers hope and positive future for young people, and it is based around respect and acknowledgement of the contribution of all the Aboriginal people who fought so hard to get to where they are today. And so it's that respect for the old, the nurturing of the young, and the positive and hopeful future for all who come to this place. That's why I think it's important that we support it, and that's certainly what motivates me to be a very strong supporter and friend of Pemulwuy.